possession in the first quarter. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They defer to Brown to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 13 carries, 57 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And he slips up past the 45 before being taken. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This is Brown going up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Giants at 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try and run forward here with Brown, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Chase Brown with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Robinson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here comes Grant on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. Dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Nothing on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Down the sideline he goes, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. Again, it's Cousins. Throws right back to London, complete again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Robinson up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Now Cousins. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Now Cousins. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Play action now, Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Charlie Warner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 2 yards to go, second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Penix going to look to throw on first down. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 6 now. Penix working out of the gun here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Adonai Mitchell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for... as the clock will run. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Here's Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Play fake. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Returnable for Grant. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Penix. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They'll go play action here with Penix. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson from 19 yards away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now left side on the swing pass. The They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A play fake. Now Penix rolling to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Cousins. Powering forward. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Cousins to throw it. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw for Cousins.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, Cousins again.
Into the hands of London.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Cousins again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. First down. Here's Cousins.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw for Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That's complete to Mooney.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a 1st down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 17 of the NFL on
Time Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his second season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Let's go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. You talk about this Giant defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 14 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Steps away. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now it's Richardson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That's into the hands of Woods. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. Gay's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Hey, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Giants at 12-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way. Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And looking to throw, Penix. It's caught, Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Second down, another run with Taylor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Penix. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This 2nd and 4. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Richardson tries the right side, finding Woods here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Richardson to the air on first down. And he's got Pierce. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Richardson to throw. Touchdown! Michael Pittman as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's Penix.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
To the air, Penix.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Richardson. That complete to Downs.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
74 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Penix to throw on second down.
Going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors, 42 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the pass...
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, what a move. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
On second down, it's Penix. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Penix going to look to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. This is Brown going up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down, goal to go. Brown once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Flushed out right.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. And Mitchell from 4 yards out. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Richardson and the Colts now down 20-19. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Got his man, it's Woods. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, another run with Taylor. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. He's hit 2. He's missed 1. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Colts are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.